All right. Hello and welcome back to Redacted Reality. A little segment we got a part of Who's Even Listening. This will be episode number 4 in Redacted Reality. Got a little kind of all over the place one on this one. Kind of funny, silly one, honestly, on this one. It's a little about kind of animals involved in some government operations. So we're going to dive. Interesting. It is. It is, to say the least. So we got a lot of cool stuff for you diving in here. So we're just going to give you a little kind of wrap up. A little intro to everything, and then we're going to dive into each one. All right. So let's dive right into it. What do you get when you mix Cold War paranoia, too much government funding, and a total lack of boundaries around animals? You get this week's Redacted Reality, where cats are deployed by parachute, spy microphones are sewn into kittens, and pigeons might just be robots. Today's episode explores some of the most outlandish yet 100% real moments in espionage history. From CIA cats wired for sound to British cats parachuting into Borneo, I can't say that, Borneo, hopefully that's correct, to actual government programs that built robotic birds to spy on you. You might laugh, you should, but it's all true. The question is, when your cat stares blankly at the wall, is it just buffering? So the first thing we're going to dive into out of all of this, there's a lot of different stuff, but we're going to dive in firstly to Operation CatDrop. CatDrop. So I'm going to give you a brief synopsis and we're going to kind of talk back and forth about it, all right? So this was in the UK in the 1960s, all right? In post-war Malaysia, Royal Borneo faced an ecological collapse. Rats were overrunning villages after pesticides wiped out natural predators. British solution? Airdrop live cats into the jungle via parachute. Yes, Operation CatDrop was real. The Royal Air Force flew cats in specially designed boxes and parachuted them behind enemy rat lines. The cats landed, survived, and crushed the rat population. The mission actually stabilized food supplies. It was weird, effective, and now lives forever in the archives of the what the F history. So I think that's pretty interesting, especially that it was effective too. Yeah. That's pretty wicked too. They actually tried and actually worked too. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it definitely is. Cool. I think the craziest thing about it is that it was kind of their fault in the first place because they put the pesticides out to kill some of those bugs. And by killing the bugs, it ended up poisoning the things that were eating the bugs, which in turn were feeding the cats that were there.
Yeah. No, that's, true. Very true. Yeah, that's just, to me, that's just kind of crazy that in the 60s. That was just like, it's just so wild. Like, that was our first thought. Oh, let's just throw cats out there. Yeah. Let's just throw them, send them out.
Let's just add some more cats, throw some more cats, drop them in.
That's just, just the thought of that's just, but it's just true. Like, sometimes just those outlandish things, it's crazy. They seem sometimes they can be effective. It's crazy as that is. It just proves that sometimes it does take an out the box thought like that to sometimes solve something that you think might take a lot more thought into it, but sometimes it really can be that simple, as crazy as that sounds.
It's as simple as just dropping It's as simple as just dropping cats in
just dropping cats in there, man.
That's all we need to do.
I mean, for real, we overlook all this stuff, and it's like, man, we're really just realizing that the big picture is truly just drop a bunch of cats, man, to fix everything. Change the world.
I think that's the moral of the story, right?
Absolutely. We all need to look into that a little differently. We need to drop some animals around, maybe people will look.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, but that'd be hilarious. But crazy that worked. That's still cool.
Yeah.
Still cool, regardless.
I mean, technically, wouldn't they just have, they just kind of got the ecosystem back to how it was, didn't they?
Yeah.
Because they killed the cats off, not on purpose, but they did through a chain of events, killed the cats off.
No, it's freaking weird, man. Weird, but it's cool as heck. I gotta say, shout out to UK for dropping cats in, because sometimes it takes drastic measures.
Malaysia needed the cats.
Yeah, shout out UK, Malaysia getting it figured out over there. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. So, all right, diving into it. We're going to give you our second one here.
Some more cats?
Yeah, it is actually. And ironically, it is, Big Sock. Acoustic Kitty, CIA, 1960s again, ironically. The CIA once tried to use live cats as Cold War listening devices. The program, Acoustic Kitty, involves surgically implanting microphones, antennas, and batteries inside a stray cat and training it to wander near Soviet targets. After years of R&D and $20 million spent, the first cat was released on a mission and immediately hit by a car. Project over. It turns out cats are not stealth agents. They're still cats. Hungry, distracted, and 100% untrainable for espionage. Yeah. Crazy that they dumped 20 million of that just for it to get hit by a car. That's pretty. I mean, that's pretty fucking funny.
That's some shit a cat would do, man. A cat doesn't care about your $20 million you spent.
That's
it's
crazy,
like, yo,
bro.
I see something out on the road. I'm fucking going after it.
Oh man, that is good. No, that's good.
Yeah.
It's just like, it just proves like goes back to even the part we were talking about earlier with like going to lengths that they go to. It's just funny. Like, oh yeah, let's just implement a cat and we'll put wire in it. Let's put us a camera in it and we're about to get whatever we need.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Just willing to put years of work and $20 million into that. And
the government will do anything to spy on their own people.
Yeah, you ain't wrong, bro. But that is just crazy that they were willing to put that much into it and have that and just be like, all right, well, I guess that didn't work. Let's move on. Good Lord.
Yeah.
All right, so
definitely an interesting
situation. All we can say is from that is cats. Man, I guess
cats are not.
Look at them a little differently. You never know. You never know. You never know.
I have to say, I don't think cats are very good government spies. They might not be.
Yes.
Very useful in that scenario.
I agree.
Maybe dropping them in
to
clear up some rats, or even just drop them in for no reason. Just drop them in.
So we're giving you two scenarios, where cats worked and where they didn't work. So let's figure it out. They can be worked in somewhere.
Yeah, I think the cats fit in the government somewhere.
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely.
Maybe they're not spies.
Yeah. We can maybe find a little better suited animal for that.
Find some yarn or something. They'll get distracted.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's pretty easy to take them out. Shit. Yeah. It's like giving a man $100 million to come over here.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So, all right. We're going to transition into good spy bird drones, all right? Now, if you thought parachuting cats and CIA kittens with microphones were the limits of animal espionage, you'd be wrong. Because the birds are next. While the birds aren't real, conspiracy might have started as satire, real governments have been out there building robo birds that flap, spy, and sometimes target you with lasers. From China's mechanical doves to Russia's strike-ready owls to the U.S. government's miniature hummingbird spies. Welcome to the part of the episode where drones take flight and every bird in the sky suddenly feels a little suspicious.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to dive into the first one here. This one's the China's one, okay?
Well, can we start with how we...
you want to talk about how you got into it?
Well, not how I got into it, because I don't want to say I'm into the spy theory. I think it's a very interesting theory, but how we kind of uncovered all of that information, because when we first looked into it, it only talked about it as if it was a conspiracy.
Correct.
And we had to actually
deep dive and prompt it a little better.
Yes.
Correct. So it did take us a little bit to get what we wanted out of it, which was ironic because usually it's not like that. So it was weird. But we did find some interesting stuff once we got it. Took, like Saki said, that's a good point. I'm glad you brought that up because on the surface level there wasn't much.
Yeah. You had to really search to find.
We really had to dig a little bit to find some of this stuff. And if people are curious, we'll go even deeper on this episode because this is cool. This is pretty freaky stuff.
Because the conspiracy we saw was basically just that all birds.
It was
were
very
fake.
broad. It was very broad. Yeah, it was very broad.
The conspiracy was all birds were fake, and they're all
correct. There wasn't
cameras.
really much substance to it or evidence really.
Yeah.
But we're going to dive into 3 that Saki was kind of digging into that he found, and we kind of dove a little. These are just brief overviews. We're going to dive into the first one first. This is China's Project Dove, okay? China's Project Dove. China has built a fleet of robotic bird drones that flap their wings like real birds and are used to surveil civilians across provinces. Part of a classified project called Dove, these drones are equipped with HD cameras, satellite comms, and GPS, and are so convincing that real animals ignore them. They blend in with real flocks, fly silently, and even been used during large public events and border security ops. Over 30 government agencies are reportedly involved. That's just China's involvement. They have more. I mean, that's just their one project of. But that's just pretty wicked.
30 other governments.
30 other government agencies are reportedly involved in that. Yes.
I mean, that's.
So I'm assuming they're making them and people are buying them. Yeah. I'm assuming is what it's saying. Yes.
That's what I would assume as well.
Yes. But we can, I said, once again, people are we will dive deeper. Yeah. But that's
definitely interesting, especially because everybody knows that China is a very high security state with a lot of motion detection and all like the face recognition.
Yeah, it's scary, man.
Everything.
Yeah, I mean it's a wild thought to think. Yeah, I mean just thinking like we talk about all the time how we're always watched and everybody. We all feel like that because we live in a world now where if a phone's a camera. I mean you're constantly feeling like you're watched. But
the difference is that China tells everybody like, hey, we're watching you.
Yeah, it takes it to a whole other level. Exactly, man. All right, so let's go another way. Kind of go a little bit across where we just were. Going into Russia. Russia's owl and falcon drones, okay? Russia has developed drones shaped like owls and falcons, equipped with lasers to mark targets for strikes, real-time cameras, and silent motors. Unveiled at military expos, these birds are hand-launched, lightweight, and even have custom skins for snowy or forest environments. They can stay airborne for 40-plus minutes, making them ideal for for missions and philosophically trickery in open terrain. So I guess this one's a little, sorry, I butchered that. But this one is a little different though, because this one, they haven't really got it out yet. It's more of like as of right now, it seems like it's getting a test phase. So but they're just announced. But still, the fact that they're announced, obviously they're going to do something with it. But obviously this is just a newer thing. But
yeah, basically I feel like, from what I read, is like the plan is to just basically use it in like tactical situations.
Military reasons.
Military use.
Only from what I've seen. Yeah, I agree.
And just kind of...
But still wild. You just got an owl out there just shooting lasers down, bro. During war, bro. Crazy. Yeah. That's pretty wicked.
You never know what bird is real, what bird isn't.
Yeah, just out there coming in, sweeping. Dude, imagine, just look up. I always bring up that old movie I told you about, the black and white movie, The Birds. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's just like birds coming in, like hordes of them, like thousands, just attacking these people, bro, just coming in and eating them. And it's like, do you imagine just all that, just drones coming in, they're all firing lasers at you. You got 1,000 birds just coming in, just laser after laser, like fucking Star Wars, bro. That'd be crazy, dude. Holy crap. What a world we're going to live in. Good Lord. Anything you want to add to the Russian one?
Oh, no.
No? Okay. All right, so we're going to go to our homeland here. USA's Nana Hummingbird. In 2011, DARPA funded a thing to build the Nano Hummingbird, a hand-sized drone that flies like a real hummingbird, flapping its wings to hover, pivot, and perch. It carries a built-in camera and flies indoors or outside. It was publicly demoed, but met every milestone, though it has not been confirmed in military ops. It works and it is real. Hummingbirds now with surveillance-grade optics. So once again, that's kind of similar to the Russia thing. It's in stages, I guess, where it's not. But the fact that they're, most of these countries are now really honing in on this is just the scary part.
Yeah. I feel like the thing is that's holding them back is that they don't want them out publicly.
Yes.
Like they don't want that to be a fear that they're out there.
I completely agree.
But I feel like they probably already are.
Yes. Completely agree.
Yeah.
Completely agree with that. But... And I also think, too, like you said, with how much they're putting into them, too, it makes me think that they're probably just, like, kind of putting out a bunch of different, variations of it and just kind of, like, building upon it, you know what I mean? Because there's probably so much you can do. So they're probably just, like, at this point, just kind of trial and error a bunch of different stuff and trying to figure out what's the kind of the best way to go about it, you know what I mean? Because I'm sure there's so many different ways to do it. I can't even imagine. Because obviously, as you see, the weird part is when you go all about this, they all have a different animal that they're picking.
Yeah.
That's what's so weird when you think about it. You got a dove, you got owl, you got a falcon, then you got the hummingbird. So it's just like
they're all
does make you
picking,
think. Does make you think that they're all it's weird.
It's because they don't want it to seem
seem obvious.
Yeah.
Because
if they all have like a pigeon or something.
No, you're right.
Speaking of which, I'm surprised pigeons aren't on there.
Yeah, that was on there. Well, in the deep dive, it was. But we didn't pull it. So that wasn't one of the ones we pulled, though. But that was on the deep dive.
Because I didn't see that, but I definitely feel like pigeons are one that, like, especially in New York, it would be so easy.
Oh, yeah.
So easy.
Like you said, certain places would depend on where you're at. That certain ones would be easier to pull off than others. Yeah, you're right. You're 100% right, dude. Yeah. It's a scary thought. It really is. It truly is. But so think about that. Question everything. We always say question everything, man. You never know.
Someone let me know if you find a pigeon drone in New York.
Yes, and let us know. Send that over.
Yeah.
We're dissected. We'll go back to science class. Dissect that puppy.
Dissect the drone.
Dissect the drone. Yes.
Find the wirings.
So yes. So we'll give you a little synopsis here to wrap it up because like I said, this is pretty wild. It's funny, but it's also serious and it's pretty scary. It's honestly pretty scary. And it proves that, privacy is more and more no longer existing.
Yeah, and, that's definitely the case.
That's the saddest part of all
this. The government wants to know what everybody's doing at all times, if they can.
And, so at this point in life, it's very difficult to have privacy. And that's the saddest part, I think, of this whole, what we're talking about to me. But anything you want to add before I read the synopsis here, before I wrap it all up?
No.
Okay. I just want to make sure. I think that was pretty good.
Yeah.
But, so birds aren't fake. They're funded. All right. While birds aren't real, started as a meme, it's hard to laugh too hard when 3 superpowers have developed actual flying bird-like surveillance tech. China has robotic doves that blend into flocks. Russia has owl drones with strike target lasers. America has a hummingbird that records your kitchen from the flower pot. So maybe birds aren't fake, but your neighbors might be freelancing from the feds. So all we can say is, like I said, think a little twice about when you look around. You might have something looking back.
Yeah.
You never know. Never know. Hate to scare somebody, but
you never know who's watching you.
Redacted reality. The truth is the truth, my friend.
Yeah.
And the truth will set you free. But
hopefully.
Yes, that's absolutely right. That's all we can ask for. So this has been Redacted Reality, the only segment where a parachuting cat, a bugged kitten, and a laser owl spy can all exist in the same timeline. And somehow, that's not even the weird part. Because if the Cold War taught us anything, that is no idea. There is no idea that's too absurd, too expensive, or too feathered for the government experimentation. So the next time you see a big bird stare too long or a cat suspiciously near your TV, just smile for the cameras. That's all we can do. So, as I butchered half of those lines, it's phenomenally reading there. As always, Saki, like I said, all we can tell people is stay on your toes. Don't believe everything you read. Do your own research, and make your own decisions. Don't make other people make them for you. And do your own thought. And just question everything. And there's a lot of different variables and things out there, so don't ever read something and just run with it. Let's all try to do a little better with that, because I think we all do that. But the moral of the story is birds are out there and they're flying, and they might be seeing us. And they're seeing us even if they're alive. Sorry. That was terrible. But you know what I'm saying? Somebody might be in them. Yeah, we might be more than just them seeing us.
Someone might be in the bird.
I mean, who knows? Might be a big bird. A big bird might be up there. Who knows? Could be a rubber duck. Could be a duck. You never know. Yeah. Could be a gorilla.
That's not a bird.
Could it be though? They could make him fly. Maybe they make him a bird.
It's like that SpongeBob episode where the horse came out of the gorilla.
Yeah, there you go.
Came back out into a horse or into a gorilla.
Yes, perfect example. Thank you. SpongeBob always sets it straight. Absolutely. But I think that sums it up. That sums it up. Yeah. But as always, this is Redacted Reality, episode number 4. Like I said, Saki, appreciate you as always, brother, for the takes. And we'll have something spicy for you in another 2 weeks on Monday. And as always, let's try to make this world a better place. Let's try to be a positive vibe, and it's all we can do. Let's try not to let all this negative energy get to us. And let's try to do our part in being good and being respectful, being kind, and spreading love. And that's all we can do. So hopefully you're doing that, and for the rest to take care of itself. But as always, have a good night, good morning, good lunch, wherever you are. Go to Westside. And this is always Redacted Reality. We'll see you in 2 weeks. This is episode 4. Redacted Reality, signing off.